Hey mates, in this video you'll see a detailed guide for Albert Wesker. If you'll find any new information, don't forget to press a like button, subscribe and leave a comment. Enjoy the video. First of all, I would like to start with basic information about Wesker. The movement speed of Wesker is 4.6 meters per second. The movement speed of the first bound is 11 meters per second. The movement speed of the second bound is 14 meters per second. And the tail radius of Wesker is 40 meters. Now it's time to talk about the Virulent bound. A Virulent bound is a great tool for catching survivors and also for mobility. You can use bound to get close to a survivor or grab him from a huge distance. Also with bound you can vault windows and pallets, and you can hit survivors while they are vaulting a pallet or a window. The first and the main tip for using the Virulent bound is be patient. If a survivor is close to you after using a first bound and you're not sure that you can grab that survivor with your second bound, then just cancel your ability. If you will miss your second bound, survivor will be safe and he'll make a distance from you. Because of that, always use a first bound to get close to a survivor, and if you see that it will be hard to grab that survivor with a second bound, just cancel your ability and hit him with your basic attack. As I said previously, Wesker can vault windows and pallets. In some long loops, Wesker can easily vault a pallet and hit a survivor after that, like in this footage. Also, Wesker can punish survivors for vaulting windows, example on a hidden field. If you see that a survivor will vault a window on the second floor of the building, use your ability to vault the window after a survivor. If you'll do so, then it will be an easy hit for you. Now it's time to talk about the Uroboros Infection. When you will grab a survivor with bound, that survivor will be infected. When survivor is full infected, his movement speed decreases by 8%, and full infected survivor will be an easy target for you, because he will be slow and also insta-downable. Maximum infection demands 100 charges. When you're grabbing a survivor with bound, he'll get 20 charges. If you'll use an add-on green herb, he'll get 26 charges of infection. And now let's talk about the passive infection. Passive infection rate is 0.8 charges per second. It will take 1 minute and 40 seconds for survivor to be fully infected after a grab. With video conference device, infection rate will be 1 charge per second. So it will take 1 minute and 20 seconds for survivor to be fully infected. If you use both of these add-ons, it will take 1 minute and 14 seconds for survivors to be fully infected. As you see, there is no significant difference. And because of that, I would recommend using only video conference device if you want to fully infect survivors a little bit faster. One of my favorite add-ons of Wesker is Unicorn Medallion. Unicorn Medallion increases the distance of the first bound by 20%. It will increase your chances to grab survivors with the first bound, and also it makes much easier to grab survivors in loops because of the increased distance. Also, Unicorn Medallion decreases the distance of the second bound by 20%, and it's actually good, because if you'll miss your second bound, survivors won't make a huge distance from you. One of my favorite combos is Unicorn Medallion with Loose Crank. Loose Crank increases the movement speed of Wesker between the first and the second Virulent bound by 8%. In some stations, it will increase your chances to grab survivors. My second favorite combo is Jave Beetle and Lime Medallion. Jave Beetle decreases the extension of the Virulent bound by 50%. It means the dash of the bound will be shorter than usual, and because of that, Wesker will throw survivors away. With Lime Medallion, your chances of throwing survivors into objects will be much higher, because the Lime Medallion increases the throw distance by 30%. And also, you should know the cooldown of throwing a survivor is much shorter than the cooldown when you are punching survivors into the wall. Because of that, with this combo you'll be able to down survivors really quick after the grab. But of course, on some maps you will struggle with this build, example Cold Wind Farm. The map has a lot of empty places, and because of that sometimes you won't able to throw survivors into the object, and they will be safe. One of the best add-ons of Wesker is Uroboros Wild. With this add-on, survivors will start the trial with infection. Also, when survivors will be full infected, they will be exposed for 30 seconds. This add-on gives you a little bit slowdown at the beginning of the match and the chance to insta-down survivors. Now it's time to talk about the best builds of Wesker. In the first build we have Call of Brain for regression, Deadlock for a very good slowdown. Plating. Actually, plating works really well on Wesker. As I mentioned before, the tail radius of Wesker is 40 meters. Wesker has the highest tail radius in the game, and with the help of plating you can fix this problem. Also, plating will force survivors to clean totems. When they will do that, we'll use Pen Tomato to slow down everything. With this build you will have regression, slowdown and pressure on survivors. In the second build we have Save the Best for the Last to reduce the cooldown of the basic attacks. This perk works well on Wesker because you can use Virulent Bound to injure an obsessed survivor. Then we have Jolt for regression, the Advanced Fish for blocking gens, and of course Pain Res to regress gens. Actually, any kind of build works well on Wesker. You can have an aggressive build with Enduring and Spirit Fury, or anti-heal build with Colorophobia or any other build. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more this type of content, then leave a like, subscribe and leave a comment. See you next time. Bye.